432 The Drop Radio. I am your host, King Drop, and this is your daily drop. People should be informed if military-grade X-ray vans are damaging their health with radiation or peering inside their homes or cars. The NYCLU executive director said on Tuesday, New Yorkers have the right to protect their health, welfare, and privacy. Right before your very eyes, you're seeing the police force turn into the military. I mean, think about the cops, back in the old cop movies, with the, little hats and, running around trying to chase people. Those were actually police officers. Now they train them like military. They train them psychologically like military. We become, nothing but civilians, not just people that they're there to protect, but now we are people that they're there to control by any means necessary. They don't care about cheating on your rights because these people that are moving in don't care about the Constitution. This is the UN people. America is a corporation, and the lease is up. A corporation is owned by someone. It has presidents and vice presidents. All businesses have a president and a vice president. But we couldn't see this, right? Because we were just asleep, and it just made sense that, a country's leader is called president. Well, now we understand he's called president because this is a corporation. This is a business. And now we are bankrupt. And the owners of this business, they're coming here to liquidate. The UN is coming here to liquidate. We have no more gold. They're taking over the police force. They're taking over the people. Okay. The New York Police Department is using super secret X-ray vans, and it is something the authorities want to keep tight-lipped about. The vehicles known as Z-backscatter vans, patrol the city streets, and while the New York Police Department, NYPD, is not disclosing what it is doing with them, it is understood they have the ability to see into the contents of cars or even inside of homes as a counterterrorism measure. You understand? This is the military. Police don't have to do this counterterrorism stuff. But now we keep hearing about these threats of domestic terrorism. And now they fouling all these Syrian refugees, quote unquote. And I'm going to do another drop on that about how now they're turning away. The EU is now allowing the naval forces to exercise their power to turn the refugees away. Too many. No mas, no mas. After the Pope just went on live and said, everybody take one of these people in your home. Take a whole family. And now they're using military power to keep these boats of people away. And it's becoming plainly obvious that the people that got in were the people that were supposed to get in. And the people that they're now shutting out are the real refugees. These are the real mothers with their families trying to get out of World War III. They're trying to get out of that whole area. They're trying to fight for their lives to get out of that whole area. That's the real refugees. The first folks, those pictures you were seeing, those young men, that was an army in plain clothes. They were young men. 90% of them weren't even from Syria. They were from Iraq, somewhere else. And that's documented. You can research this, look it up. Let me finish this up. The X-ray vans have the technology to penetrate through the body of a vehicle as it drives past to see whether there are weapons, explosives, or drugs inside, something often used by the immigration patrols. The same could potentially go for walls of buildings and houses, or even see what you are keeping under your coat. The worry for members of the public is whether the X-ray vans are being used on people as means to search for concealed weapons, and if so, what are the health and privacy implications? So let's cover a couple of bases. So we have a couple of minutes. Let's cover a couple of bases here. We have the Constitution, privacy. All right. Then we have the health risks. Okay. Then you have, the actual militarization of it all. If we're just dealing with the health risk, yeah, they're actually in New York City with these police backscatter vans, military vans that are shooting X-rays out and X-raying everything. So yes, that's radiation. There's no way around it. And if it's so powerful that they can see through your home and they use that on you as you walk by, the same X-ray that they would use to see through your home, they're not over here, telling you, okay, this x-ray is the one that we use for people, and this x-ray. You're not supposed to be under the gun getting x-ray all the time. You're not supposed to be exposed to those levels of radiation like that. That's how you know those folks did not go up to the moon passing through the Van Allen belt, which is their code word for the firmament. They can't even figure out now how to get through all that radiation. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked, but that's a big health issue, is the radiation. All right. Then, yes, you got your rights, which are no more rights. Those rights are disappearing. Our, chief, leader in chief have signed away the executive orders, man, of your personal rights. All that stuff's going. You know what I'm saying? The NYPD has what they call frisk receipts. I believe it's in New Jersey as well, or it's coming there. Vice versa, it's hitting the East Coast, called frisk receipts, and that's going to hit everybody. They don't even have to have probable cause. They don't have to have a warrant. All they got to do is just stop you, open up your bags, frisk you, and give you a receipt and say, hey, here's your receipt if you got some beef with this. Tell it to the judge. Frisk receipts, man. So you combine the frisk receipts with them x-raying random people, and you don't even know you've been x-rayed. What if you're, scheduled to have your own x-ray done the next day, and they just x-rayed you and you didn't know it? Now you got double exposure. And who knows the levels of exposure that they're exposing people to with the backscatter vans. So, I don't know what's going on with this. As usual, there will be a link so you guys can research and do your own recon on this stuff. I'm just dropping it on y'all, on your left shoulder. Chew the meat, spit out the bones. And as always, stay up, choose up, and suit up. 432thedrop.com. This is your Daily Drop.